welcome. My name is Harriman Bob and welcome to Bob Buys, where I normally go to places like charity shops, thrift stores, and retail locations to buy stuff for hopefully really cheap to flip on sites like Amazon, Etsy, and eBay for a profit. This is Moxie. We are not thrifting or sourcing today. I am at my house because I actually wanted to talk about sourcing today, if Miss Moxie here will allow it. I have noticed and also gotten a few comments as well and talked to some other resellers that I have realized that I source a little bit differently. Like, we all source at thrift stores and do a little retail arbitrage, but I've realized that I pick things up that is different than other retailers or other resellers on this platform, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about why. So when I am outsourcing, I have talked about it before about the business bros that are obviously other resellers and pile high ladies. I call them that because I don't know their name and I don't really feel like talking to people. I actually have like social anxiety, so if a thrift store is super busy, I will try to get in there and get out as quickly as possible because like large crowds of people make me uncomfortable. That is also why I don't go to the bins. There is a bins near me. They're actually really close to where the boy lives. But I've only been there twice, once with him and once without him, and I did not like it. I also didn't find that much because there are a lot of other resellers in my area, and that's why I wanted to make this video. I pick up what I pick up at the thrift stores because that is what I can find. So you can watch resellers like Rally Roots, okay? They have over 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube. They are able to find a lot of really awesome vintage t-shirts, and they're able to find a lot of like winter wear like North Face and Patagonia and that kind of stuff for pretty cheap where they are at their thrift stores there in Florida, because what is happening is people are retiring down there to Florida. So they're donating the stuff that they don't want anymore or not gonna wear anymore. And because it's hot in Florida, so they're not gonna be wearing their really nice North Face puffer jacket. And then, you know, they're old, so, you know, they probably had some heyday and went to a lot of concerts, and they're donating their vintage tees. So they're able to find that and source that there. They also have a lot of other things, like do wholesale and do a bunch of other stuff, but that's something that is going to be plentiful in their area because of the area that they're in. If you look at someone on here like Mogi Beth, she finds a lot of high-end stuff. Where she is in Portland, like, she's able to find Rothy's or Teaks. She's able to find Mother, a lot of Anthropology brands, because they're popular in Portland, and she's able to go to the Nordstrom Racks because there's one near her. So she's able to source a lot of things that someone, you know, where Harry Tornado is in like the middle of nowhere in South Carolina. Not that he lives in the middle of nowhere, he lives like near Columbia or something like that. Like, those brands aren't going to be down there that often. Like, he's not going to happen into Rag and Bone at a thrift store, and if he does, it's going to be like a once a year kind of a thing. It's not going to be something that he's going to find very often where he is. So the reason why I buy a lot of the things that I buy when I'm in the thrift stores, or you guys see me pick up a lot of what I call hard goods. So for me, hard goods means anything that is not clothes. Hard goods for other people normally is like electronics, or like tools or that kind of stuff. I pick up a lot of hard goods that are breakables. Now, there's a couple reasons for that. Because of the business bros, I don't find a whole lot of electronics or video games in my thrift stores, because other resellers who are able to go to the thrift store every day because it's their full-time job pretty much get that. Like, there is very little left for me to pick through when I get to the thrift store. The pile high ladies, they are in there again like once a week. Like, they are picking through all of the women's clothes. So like the dresses, the jackets, like When they say pile high, I mean like they pile their cart high of clothes. And so I'm in the women's section, there's not a whole lot for me to get or find normally because the pile high ladies, and there's not a whole lot of hard goods other than breakables for me to find because of the business bros. So where I have found a lot of success is in men's clothes, mostly the outdoor brands, and the vintage stuff. And I have found success in hard goods and breakables. It also helps that I really like those things. I love coffee mugs, hashtag mug life. But that's because that's plentiful in my area, because not a lot of the other resellers in my area have knowledge or care about those things. So I'm able to pick them up really cheaply. Also, the thrift stores don't really know them either. So I'm also able, again, to pick them up pretty cheaply because they're not being marked up at the thrift stores. And that's why. Also, the supply is there. Not only is it just because of the fact that other resellers aren't necessarily sourcing those items, but I'm also picking up those items because I live in an area that is affluent. So you might be able to find really good clothing brands, which is why I've had some success in the men's clothing and sometimes some in the ladies' clothing. But it's also where I work, it's a very large retirement area with an affluent retirement area. So there are like, I think 6 golf courses near where I work. There are a lot of gated communities near where I work. So a lot of these people, unfortunately, are old, which means that they die. That's kind of what happens when you get old. Eventually there's going to be an expiration date there. And what ends up happening is that people are settling the estate, and then whatever doesn't sell the estate sells, they donate. And that's how come I've been able to find, you know, an ashtray that was given and made out of the rubble of the Parliament building from the Blitz in World War II. That's how come I'm able to find like actual antique pieces. I found an antique tennis racket from like 1910. I found like really cool antiques not at the antique store that I've been able to flip and sell online. And so that's why come you guys always see me gravitate. Like I try to go to the clothes sometimes and you guys will see me pick up some clothes that I'm able to find, but that's not anywhere near at the volume that I could find other things. I'm sorry, my cat is being very needy. This is Moxie, by the way. She's been very needy since I got home. She's always needy when I get home. Also, that is Nicolas Cage's eyes there in the bottom there. That was a gift from a Twitch subscriber. Ow! Rude! She's very upset that I put her down. Holy crap. But I just wanted to give you guys, I guess, an explanation. So normally when I go sourcing, if I see a lot of business bros and pile high ladies in the store, I am literally just going to hit hard goods and shoes and then get out, because there's no reason for me to go look in the electronics section, and there's no reason for me to go look in the clothes section, except for maybe the clearance area, because I don't have a whole lot of time to thrift, so I would be wasting my time because I already know this would be pick clean. That doesn't mean that there's still not stuff there still to find, because I have found when I have had more time to go behind those people that I have found things to still resell. So I just wanted to give that caveat. Is like, that's why you should try to figure out what works for you. You shouldn't compare yourself to other resellers. You can definitely like watch other resellers. It's a great way to learn. Like if you move somewhere, so for example, if I like move to a different area, I mean, I'm gonna have to find a completely different sourcing strategy, because I'm not going to have the same competition, which is part of why I have the sourcing strategy that I do. And then I'm not going to have the same supply either, because I'm sure there's not going to be a bunch of affluent people passing away all the time and donating all their antiques. I love seeing resellers go on vacation and still do some sourcing while they're on vacation, because then they're like always super excited because they find something that they would normally never find where they're at. And I like to do that as well, which is why I found like the most perfect pair of shorts when I went to Japan that I love, and I have worn them multiple times since then. So I just wanted to make this not very quick video, because I'm just rambling. Also, it's snowing outside, so I couldn't really go sourcing after work. And hope you guys found something interesting, or at least understand me a little bit better now. And I will see you guys in the next video tomorrow for probably me more talking about stuff, but mostly about sales, because I'm gonna do another sew video tomorrow. So until then, bye. Also, if you wanna buy this lovely pillowcase, I'll link it down below, because I mean, it just makes me happy. Sometimes I just like go in here and it's just eyeballs, or just like one eye staring at me. It's the best thing. It's just anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Seeing Nicolas Cage behind me creepily staring at me in the background is very distracting, so I'm gonna put it back down here. As you can see, we're at my house, or maybe you didn't know this is my house. This orange wall means I'm at my house. It's the color the house came in, so I just haven't bothered to paint it yet. And Foxy is being a cat and is making this about her now. I'll wait. Okay, let's try this again. Hello? Are you kidding me, cat? This is gonna be one heck of a blooper reel, because it's just gonna be her losing her mind, freaking bathroom, for a solid like minute and a half. Because it's like this every time as soon as I come home. Are you done now? Nope, nope, no. Okay.
Hero, hero. Hero, hero. Hero, hero. I wanna be a hero, hero.